Hello, everybody. You're watching The Political Vigilante. I'm here with Rosie Tran. We were just discussing some of the causes of the FTX fallout. And, you know, it just sounds like typical sort of corporate corruption. But as we are now 2-3 weeks into this, more information is getting revealed. Bitcoin has basically been just, 16,000. It's dipped down. Right now, 15,000 seems like a bottom, like it won't seem to go past, it won't go lower than that for now. It could go lower. Same thing with Ethereum. It really won't go below 1,050 or whatever. Where do you see this in the long run in the next 6 to 12 months? Where do you see the crypto market in general, but specifically Bitcoin in the next 6 to 12 months? With obviously there's going to be more regulation that's going to come out of this. More shall be revealed in terms of potential corruption. But where do you see Bitcoin and the crypto markets in general going in the aftermath of this FTX scam?
So it depends on what coin. So Ethereum, I actually think it's going to be really stable, and Ethereum has been more stable than Bitcoin. And the reason for that is because I don't know if you talked about the merge at all on your show.
A little, the going from proof of work to proof of stake.
Yeah, so before you had to mine to get Ethereum, and they're moving from proof of work to proof of stake, which is if you hold Ethereum, you get interest in that prints more Ethereum. And so as they're merging over to the new network, people had the option to stake certain coins to gain interest and keep the network stable as they switch over. So a lot of people, maybe half of the Ethereum holders, are their Ether is staked and it's trapped, so it can't move at all. So even if they want to sell it, they can't access it. So that's why Ether has been fallen less than Bitcoin, because the merge is happening. So those coins are literally trapped until 2023.
Don't you think though, anyone thinking about, like, let's say people are like, oh, I'm going to start staking my Ethereum now with this FTX collapse and these other exchanges freezing assets and freezing withdrawals. Don't you think that's going to make some people go, oh, I'm afraid to stake because then I could just lose my Ethereum?
Yeah, that is an option. I mean, that's something that could happen. Unfortunately, trust is so important with finances, which is why people in the crypto community are so angry right now. I'm angry. I mean, I can say whatever I want on this podcast, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. I know you're talking about Epstein and other things, but I have regularly, not because the price has gone down, because I am a long-term holder. I believe in crypto. I've believed in it since I found out about it, 6 or 7 years ago. So I'm not selling anytime soon. I don't trust the Federal Reserve. I don't trust the U.S. government, and so I am a crypto holder for life, as the store of my assets. I don't trust the stock market, and so I really believe in crypto. So I'm not going to sell. So I'm not worried about the price. But I do regularly say, fuck Sam Bankman-Fried. Fuck that asshole. Because he has put the industry back 5 to 10 years in innovation, in people that might be interested in developing crypto and developing and working on some of these programs they might be scared off, in people learning about it. The only good thing about it is that he's putting crypto in the news so much. And so maybe someone would be interested and do their own research. And if they were an educated person, then they could learn about the value of it. But I mean, he really has put the industry back, and that's really upsetting to me. In the long run, as far as price, I do think it's going to go up. Costa Rica and El Salvador and all these countries that made a bet into crypto, they were early, but they weren't wrong. I mean, they're trying to get off this petrodollar system. And I think it's really insulting when people, I'm really passionate about this, and I think it's really insulting when people just say, well, crypto is a scam. Bitcoin is a way for people to get off this industrial complex system that the petrodollar is on, and really have financial independence. The reason so many South American countries have been under puppet governments and have been under these systems is because the U.S. government is controlling them and holding that USD under their thumb, and having the countries held under their thumb. So I applaud these revolutionaries, and they're being, again, in the mainstream media, like they're crazy, oh, look at this crazy El Salvadoran president, he doesn't know what he's doing, he's an idiot. Because he wants financial independence for his country and doesn't want to be a slave to the US government. I mean, it's just ridiculous. So I really, really think that I still am bullish in the long run, because I think that the more people actually become educated about Bitcoin and become educated about cryptocurrency and really know what it is, aside from, and MSNBC saying scam, scam, scam in huge block letters, so that we'll all run to, daddy Fed coin, that people are really going to move more towards it. I mean, I really believe in the message. Maybe I'm an idiot and I'll lose every dollar I have, but I really believe in the message. And I'd rather lose money in something I believe in than put more money towards this military industrial complex where people I know have died, and I have friends that have died. I have friends, it's a sick system. It's a system that uses human blood for money.
Yeah, it is. And it is. Yeah. And it's as we sit here and watch the United States give, I don't know what we're at now, but at least $120 billion to Ukraine, a war that we helped push Russia into. Like, I totally agree with you on all that. Well, that's,
sorry for the bleeding heart rant.
You're on the right show. You're in a safe place, Rosie. You can totally say that.
Oh, it just makes me so mad when people are like, oh, that stuff's a scam, or it's not real, or this. I'm like, no, learn about Bitcoin, learn about the actual technology, learn about the fact that you can go on the blockchain and see the purchases and the individual wallets going up, because more and more people every day believe in it. So I'm bullish in the long run. I think Bitcoin's going to 100,000. I think Ether's going to 10,000 or more. I think that this technology is going to revolutionize the world. I honestly, maybe I'm delusional, think that more and more third world countries are going to get on these types of currencies and get off the USD cult. I mean, I think the USD petrodollar is a cult.
Absolutely, it is. It's a death cult. I mean, it profits from murder and death, and it's just like I don't want to be a part of it either. So that's why I got so into crypto, is because I saw this as an opportunity for regular people to empower themselves financially and not be beholden to the central banks. And this is why I share your frustration with even fuckbags like Elon Musk, when he deliberately nosedive Bitcoin and plays like, oh, I don't, it's bad for the environment, which is just a full on fucking lie. He's so stupid to think, or he's assuming people are dumb enough to believe that this guy that runs a solar power company doesn't understand how Bitcoin's made. Like, give me a break. So it's just another example of, we can't trust these billionaire bags of shit. And I tell people, buy Bitcoin and put it on a cold wallet and just sit tight.
Exactly. And even, if there's so many things, even the Ukraine war actually showed the value of it, because they had these sanctions and people in the Ukraine were not able to get donations because of everything that was going on with the banking system. And people were able to send crypto donations to people in the Ukraine who were suffering, to women who are being raped, and all these things. And nobody talks about this, Graham. Nobody but alternative media and your show and alternative outlets like us talk about it. When you look at it, it's all, they only focus on this sensationalized stuff. And I really, really think if you follow the mainstream media, you will become brainwashed, because they are really focusing on this narrative that crypto as a whole is bad, and then they buy up Bitcoin. I mean, this has been proven already by, if you look at the wallet transactions in China. They will say, oh, we're banning it, we're banning miners, we're banning this, and the Chinese government will buy it up. And the US government is a lot sneakier than the Chinese government. So I would not put it past them.
Well, Rosie, thank you for taking time to come on the show today. We really appreciate it. Tell everybody where they can follow you and, listen and watch your podcast.
Yeah, so check me out on rockfin.com/Rosie Tran. I'm on Twitter @FunnyRosie and Instagram @OutOfTheBoxRosie. And Graham, thank you so much for letting me rant a little about my message, and just let people know that beware the central bank Wall Street cult.
Yeah, beware the central bank cult. So thank you, Rosie.
About the Epstein stuff, and that's scary too. It's like that
Well, yeah, it's very scary. And also, just folks, it's another reason to become a Rockfin premium member, because for $10 a month, you get everyone on the platform's premium content. Mine, Rosie's, Ron Placone, Lee Camp, Abby Martin, anyone who's on the platform, you get their premium content. So it's a great way to support us, and it's blockchain and it's cryptocurrency. And I've noticed the Ray token really hasn't taken that big of a dive during all of this, which has been kind of nice. It's been staying between $1.05 and $1.10. I thought it was going to drop to 70 cents or something crazy, but it has not, which is really speaks to the power of that platform. So, thank you, Rosie. You have a great night, and we will speak to you soon.
Thanks, Graham. Thanks for having me on the show.
See you later. Rosie Tran, ladies and gentlemen, bringing up a great point here. Yeah, we've heard that several times now, about how it seems like this FTX thing is more of a move to get everybody to the central bank digital coin. So I'm really glad she brought that. So I like having different people on the show to talk about their crypto perspective and stuff like that. So there's a bunch of other, I have a whole crypto playlist. You can go back and watch it. If you're new to crypto and don't know what it is, watch that. And then, I just dropped a couple new videos that I did last week, interviews with Lily Dowse from the Talk Crypto to Me podcast. So really want to get more into that space. Very much appreciate it. Hey, everybody. Thanks for watching. We are still in our 9th month of demonetization from YouTube. So support what we're doing at patreon.com/Graham Elwood or rockfin.com/Graham Elwood, which is a blockchain cryptocurrency platform. It's free to sign up, and there's a premium level at $10 a month. And for that, you get everybody on the platform's premium content. Myself, Lee Camp, Ron Placone, Jimmy Dore, Whitney Webb, Kim Iverson, Abby Martin, and many, many others. You can also support what we're doing at Venmo at Graham-Elwood and go to GrahamElwood.com. We have a PayPal button and a PO box. I also have crypto wallets, which are all in the show notes. Thanks for supporting what we do.